Hello everybody, this is Jim Slim, and today I will be reviewing LEGO Star Wars set number 75305 Scout Trooper, part of the LEGO Star Wars helmet series. Featuring 471 pieces and 0 minifigures, this set retails for a mere $50 in the United States. Taking a look at the front of the box, of course we have the 18 and up black box art with the black greebling on the bottom. Once again, I don't want to see none of y'all youngins looking too hard at these 18 and up sets. Make sure you have a designated adult to do that for you, okay? Taking a look at the build, it actually looks remarkably, I mean not remarkably, but it looks so much like the minifigure helmet, which is good in that it means the minifigure helmet is very detailed. Obviously, it's pretty much the same stand and base plate from the look of it that they, or well, nameplate from the look of it that they use for most of the helmet series. On the top, we have the actual size of that large, what is it? 6 by 1, I don't know, 6 by 1 to 6 by 3. But it's one of the pieces that they use a lot in this build. Because there are no minifigures, they decided to show us what the actual size of that piece is. On the left-hand side of the box here, we have the helmet collection, as well as the front view of the helmet, LEGO Star Wars logo. Right-hand side of the box, we have, I'm going to guess this is Spanish, Trooper Explorador. Could also be French, not too sure. What we got? Collection de casques and collection de cascos. So maybe it is the French because the Spanish is second. Anyway, moving on to the back, we have another side view of the helmet, as well as some actual pictures of the Scout Trooper, some actual screenshots from the movie on that classic Endor battle scene. Definitely, I really like these photos because they are very well lit compared to, for instance, the Boba Fett photos. I do wish we could get a few more angles of just the front and the side of the helmet, but you know, it is what it is. In the middle, of course, they have the actual height, which is 18 centimeters or 7 inches. And then, interestingly enough, since this is a smaller helmet set, they have the dreaded Lego thumb tabs, which I'm 18 and up. Can I get the tape? No? Seriously? On the bottom, we don't have too much important, and in fact, I have it upside down for you guys. But, you know, that's what's on the bottom. More black greebling, of course. So using one blade of scissors and my hands, I actually went ahead and kind of sawed away at this so that I wouldn't have to punch the thumb tabs, just in case, you know, there is some sort of collector's value for the box. Maybe I can sell it. But anyway, inside, I learned from my mistakes. This time I'm going to grab the instruction manual first, and we're going to take a look at how many bags we got inside. I'm guessing probably 4. The last one I did add 5, so could be 4 or 5. Oh, look, our favorite stickers. I'm saying 4, possibly 5 bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So actually 5. That's good. One thing I forgot to show you guys on the Boba Fett helmet is that in the beginning of these instruction manuals, they actually do have, in obviously 3 languages, a little note from the designer, which is pretty cool. It's pretty nice. It makes it feel more like they're like trying to be in touch with what you want, even if you don't necessarily feel that way. But they do have definitely a lot of good pictures of the Scout Trooper in this one. Different poses. Pretty awesome. And of course, as always, we have instructions on how to build the thing. Then you get to the back, you just have the list of parts. And it's interesting to see that this one comes with the teal brick separator, because mostly I have seen the orange one seems to be the most common. I think I have another teal one. It's cool to get another teal one. But without any further ado, I'm going to get into the build. Alrighty, there we have it, the completed Scout Trooper helmet. Now, as with the other helmet set, this comes with 0 minifigures, so I brought the updated Scout Trooper that came with the Razor Crest, as well as an OG Scout Trooper from when I was a kid. Now, fun fact, I was never a fan of these as a kid because, God, you see how they look? So many imperfections. This one's even yellowed because you know how that white plastic gets. You know, you turn the helmet, you have to have it just right for it to even look right. If you decide to take it off, this is what you got. A guy with freaking shades stuck to his face. So you can see how much that's improved, but these guys are not the focus of this review. This helmet based upon the character is. So, without further ado, let's take a look at the helmet itself. Now, as far as helmet sets go, this is as close to perfect as you're gonna get. Like, the only flaws are barely noticeable. The fact that these are not connected in any way to the centerpiece, you know, so they can have a bit of a gap. It's very imperceptible. But you know, it's as close to perfect as it can get. So actually starting on the top, it's interesting that they have these sandwich tiles. They have white and the light bluish gray. They have this almost completely tiled off. I think it looks great. I'm not sure. I couldn't tell from any actual source material if there's actually gray on the helmets or if that's like just to add the shadow of where the visor and the top of the helmet meet. But it looks really good on this set. Coming down front, we have obviously like all of this, as with all helmets, is pretty much brick built. So we have this interesting brick built, the shades, the viewport or whatever. We do have a few stickers on this set. So this is a sticker. It does stand out from the white of the bricks, but you know, from far away it doesn't look terrible. This is also a sticker, but really how else? I mean, they could have printed it. Not sure why they choose to do stickers rather than printing. Not sure what the criteria for that is. I love this piece because the first thing I had it in was this old school clone gunner station. Pardon my dust, this is definitely an old set. Didn't get to clean that one up yet. But the piece itself is really cool and it adds a really great detail. And the entire construction of this front mouth and nose ventilation piece it's just really great. Like, I love these curved 1x1 tiles. I love these vented slopes. They are just so cool. And I love this piece. I'm not even sure what it's called. I do believe it was included on Luke's lightsaber as well. So you can see they actually used like some actual full-size bricks. Like, these are some old school slanted bricks that go from 1x1 to 1x2. Actually, it's a 1x4, 2x4. If it goes from 1x4 to 2x4. Anyway, but moving around to the side, this side has another sticker detail. This is obviously the round 2x2 plate, and that looks great. Taking a look at these, they look exactly how you would think they would, using the minifigure helmet for comparison. You know, the only thing that you will notice, slight difference, is that, you know, this part is just a uniform width around the helmet, whereas on the helmet set, you know, this is a lot wider and then it goes down to a much smaller scale. I suppose that was unavoidable, and you know, you're not going to be looking at it from the back too often, but I still think it looks very passable. Another thing you'll notice is that with these lines, there's 6 and 6, whereas on the minifigure, and if I can find a picture of the back of an actual Scout Trooper helmet, there's a lot more of those lines, or at least definitely on this side for this guy. We do have these parts that they just barely fit in, you know. That I think they did a pretty good job. making them as trapezoidal as they could. And then coming around to this side, it's pretty much a mirror of the other side without the sticker detail. I really like the way the visor looks, from pretty much every angle. Like it's a display set, so they did their best on displayability, and I think they did a really good job actually. Now this stand is like pretty much standard for the helmet series. The only difference is the way it connects to the inside of the helmet or to the bottom of the helmet in some cases. And of course they have the printed Scout Trooper display plaque. So this is pretty much the same build you get for most of the helmet stands. And looking underneath, this is not a view you're going to be seeing very often, but it's always cool to take a look inside and see how everything is built. And that's just the thing about these helmet sets, is the way that the building techniques that go into them and the way they come together are just impeccable. Now, in case you were wondering how this set looks on display, I decided to put it over here behind Moff Gideon's Imperial Light Cruiser because it is rather prevalent in The Mandalorian, and it's one of the places I had space to put it. But with all that being said, as always, I'm going to invite you to slide down, like, comment, and subscribe, and in the comments let me know, what do you think of this set? Is it a good set? I think it's honestly great. I love the slopes as well, and I didn't mention this, but it's one of the best looking helmet sets in my opinion, but let me know what you think about that. Well, have you bought it? Will you be buying it? Same question as before. We've already seen the 3 helmet sets coming out for this year. Are you a fan? Would you rather have seen more play sets? If you are a fan, maybe there's actually another character you'd like to see a helmet set from. But with all that being said, this is Jim to the Slim, signing out.